explains some of the, but nobody's saying anything. I've got my mics hooked up. Pretty active sound check here. So I guess we got that sound. I think I was I'm sitting there looking at my mic that I got on. I just do not know why I did not have any sound. It's so aggravating. It had to be I wasn't plugged in all the way or something. Ralph, are you still here with me? I'm gonna plug this mic back in and see if I actually have. Do I still have sound? Because my mics, it says my mics are working. Do I have sound right now? Anybody can make a comment. Give me a thumbs up or something if I have sound. Either that or I'm just going to unplug them again and just go without the mics. But from what it looks like, it's I've got sound. I can't. I mean. Probably need to all right, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, appreciate that. Must not have had my mic plugged in all the way into my phone, because it was man, my mic, my monitor on my phone's showing me the spikes when I'm talking. So I tell you, that's aggravating. All right, so let's walk back through DreamWorks. We didn't go into DreamWorks earlier. Let's go back through DreamWorks. Then I want to hit the Film Vault. See what kind of new Back to the Future. See if they've got anything new Back to the Future way. Started to wear my new Back to the Future sweatshirt, but I've got so many others. Long sleeve and 32 degree long underwear on. It was too tight, way too tight. I was tight like a tiger. ET's still on delay right now. So that would explain some of the other rides having higher than usual wait times. But Studios closes down at 6, and we're going to head over towards the Islands of Adventure and City Walk when the Studios closes down. As I had never noticed these little guys before. We got a turtle over there on that lamppost, and you got a little duck here on this one. Looks like a little duck wearing a turtle or a mushroom cap or something. Oh, what we got here? Got a frog on this one. So I'd never noticed those guys before. Another frog over here on this one. Now I'm gonna have to go through and look at all these light posts. See what all they have. Pinocchio over here. Pinocchio over here telling lies again. He's like Jim Carrey. He's a liar, liar. I think Poe's Kung Fu training was, I think the last one was 4:45, I believe, is what it said. People back here banging the gong. Yeah, banging the gong back here. Trolls is still set to 65 minutes. Yeah, but that's like I said, Stella Nova. If you're not, honest opinion here, if Epic Universe is not open, there is no real reason to book and stay over there. For me, I just did not. I looked at it yesterday when I was heading. I came down here, went back over again yesterday, and I had the street corn yesterday, and it was good. I liked the street corn. Fish and chips I did not like. The Stella Nova burger was okay. The French fries were bad. The fish and chips were bad. And what else did I have? The hot wings, generic hot wings. So out of those 4 food items, the street corn was the best. And I would almost bet you that was just a can of corn, canned corn, cilantro, some chili powder, some other stuff, and that was probably what that was. And it was only $7. It was a good sized portion. That was a good thing. It was a good sized portion that had the most flavor of everything. I did see, watched the video, and they had a Brit on there, and he tried the fish and chips, and he said they were American fish and chips. I wouldn't even say those were American fish and chips. They were not good. Fish was overcooked, overfried, and not a lot of more breading, not a lot of actual cod in the fish. So, and I got to get in the habit of reviewing it as I'm eating. But like I said, I was not impressed with the food. The best thing over there was the room, which is what matters the most. But on my way down last night, I can't remember. I can give you about a thereabouts of how much each resort was last night. Surfside was sold out. There was nothing available in Surfside. Dockside was running $103.
So he would like to get into
Royal Pacific, I think, was $326. Portofino was $346 or $356, and then Hard Rock was $376. Cabana Bay was $137 or $130. Now these rates are pass holder rates. Cabana Bay was $130. Low Sapphire was $190 or $210. I can't. It was in that range, maybe just a little bit above $200. And then Stella Nova came in at $174 when I looked. So that tells you that everybody's just trying to book it to stay over there right now. And I sit in the lobby and I was talking to a man. He was a retired policeman from New Jersey, and he said that he stays at Surfside when he comes down. And he could not get in at Surfside, but he knows the manager over there. So the manager got him in at Stella Nova. And he said he still liked Surfside better. Even though there were a lot of people that were working at Surfside that had moved over to Stella Nova, he did like Surfside better than Stella Nova. He said everything was good in the room. Everything was fine. The one thing I did notice, they did not have anything to hang your bathing suit on in the pool. So you didn't have the string you can string across. I did like the shower. The shower was really nice sized. And then the backlight on the mirror, I liked the backlight on the mirror. It was kind of like a peach color. And all the lights in the room were motion sensor. So I think that could get aggravating or could be really, really good. And then they had the tinted mirror, or not tinted glass, partitioning off the bed in the bathroom, which I thought that was good because it was stained glass or colored glass, but you also had a mirror that you could pull across, or not a mirror, but you could actually pull a curtain across to give you more privacy. So they've closed down back here for Rocky Universe, so I can't go through. They're getting ready to start pushing everybody out now. So they're closing it down at 6 o'clock. So I wanted to slide into the film vault, then we'll head over towards Islands of Adventure. But it'll be interesting to see how many people actually leave and how many people will stay or go over to Islands of Adventure from this park. But I'm glad I got sound now. Thank you. Thank you, Ralph.
What's in here?
Back up to my old habits. The cords that get you every time. That you are a young family and you got kids, a lot of kids, 2 or 3 kids, 4 kids. Even though you could probably get the suite over there or 2 rooms, connecting rooms, and sleep 8 and be a little bit better price. Yeah, I've never been on a cruise ship. The only cruise ship I ever went on was on a LST in the Mediterranean while I was in the Marine Corps. So we didn't have a lot of windows on ours. Matter of fact, we didn't have no windows. Ours were all metal and gray, dull gray, with a lot of rust. We didn't have windows. I know what the look they were going for. The first night the first night I went over, I actually called Gina, and I was not a fan the first night. I mean, I just did not get it. I mean, it was just a big blank for me. It was too dull, too white, too dull. It wasn't very interesting. It just didn't do anything for me. And I didn't get a room that night. And then I called Gina and I talked to Gina about it. And it might have been, I might have been overwhelmed with everybody that was there shooting videos also. I mean, everybody was there Tuesday. Everybody. That's all. I think the only person I did not see was Rick's. He's the only one I didn't see. And I don't think I went back and I watched his video the next day. I don't think he actually even went down and showed anything from the lobby that I can think of. It was mostly the room is what he showed. There were some of the bigger people. I don't even think they left the lobby. They stayed more in the lobby than they did than anywhere. But after talking with her, and I knew on my way home, I had I turned on YouTube, and I think Crystal Palace was doing a live stream, and Lorena Creole were doing live streams. If you've never watched any of their streams, they do a really good job. Like both of them. Really, really informative. Both of them are really informative. So I told Gina to watch them. Yes, Jackie and Sam, they did a good job. I mean, the video was good. She liked that hot tub. I couldn't believe she got in the hot tub. I had the fish and chips, and I was not. I mean, sometimes it's hard for me to judge food to actually even get a good reading on anything. Because I eat just to, majority of the time now, I eat just to eat, just to survive. I don't eat to any other reason other than that now. I mean, I did
This is the diner.
I might get back into even more of it. Just got to figure out how to cook my bacon, have my bacon crispy. Alright, so we kind of want to come in here and look, see if there's any new Back to the Future designs or anything. Don't see anything new. It's hard for me not to grab that blue jean jacket every time I come in here. I like the blue jean jacket. California all the time, but it's hard. Anyway, getting back, yeah. I think I just finished it up last night, actually. Even though I ate a lot of that food, I just, I tried it and see how it was. And then that was it. The fish and chips, even from the word go, they brought those out and I looked at them and I was like, these are not going to be good at all. Tartar sauce and a squeeze. Might as well just, they just did, it wasn't good. So be careful. The only thing I can tell you, be careful. It's not, the street corn was the best thing. Stella Burger, bun, the bun was all right. Was that a Biersch? Birch bun was fine. The hamburger patties were overcooked. The sauce probably, I don't know, it didn't seem like it took them a while to get it out, but I think that might have been because of the fries, because the burger definitely leaned towards being under a warming light for a while. Mac and cheese, I wanted to try the mac and cheese. I just couldn't. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I've never been a mac and cheese person. Never will be a mac and cheese person. So you open up a box full of Velveeta, and I'm probably going to tell you about the same thing as I would tell you on anything else. It's mac and cheese. I don't. That is the last thing that I would order in a restaurant. Is mac and cheese. I mean, me and Gina, we never made it for Adrian and Alani. It just wasn't in our wheelhouse. So, I'm not going to do it. So I didn't try that. Wanted to try it, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. If there would have been somebody with me, I think Tyler had Molly and Alan with him when they were trying the food, because they split everything. So they were splitting everything. So that's. But I have tried 4 things over there. Now I do want to go back over. I'm not going to do the French toast. I'm not going to drive all the way over there to do French toast. And that's another thing. You got to remember, there is nothing else over there. It is Stellanova, and you're going to have to leave the property. Either come back over here to City Walk, or you're going to have to go to iDrive and get something if you want to eat something a little better. That food court is the only place to eat at there. And by the looks of it, the breakfast to me was better at Surfside than what I've seen over there. Now I would like to go back over there and try the breakfast. I think Tyler from the Pew 2 had a, forget what he called it. It looked like a poached egg with something and then the potato wedges. That looked good. Only reason I'd order that is the egg. But like I said, when it's hard for me to go to these buffets. I don't mind the buffets here because I know they're going to have salmon, a lot of cheeses, the breakfast buffets. I know I'm going to be able to pretty much fill up on meat and not have to depend on some carbs to fill up with to make it through a day. But Stella Burger was not good. The sauce was all right. Everything else was, like I said, it felt like it was, seemed to me it had been under the heat lamp for a while. And then fries were your standard. There was nowhere near special about those French fries. And then fish and chips, same thing on the fish and chips. The fish was overcooked. Not a lot of fish in it. Chips, the fries were not good. Tartar sauce was out of a squeeze, not a squeeze bottle, but the little squeeze containers. And then the wings had a lot of sauce on them, maybe too much on them, swimming in it. And not cooked. I mean, it was almost get you a bag of buffalo wings from Costco, and I think those would have been better. That's just my I'm finished my rant on it. Watched no, I'm not finished. I watched like I said, Tuesday, even Wednesday night when I went back over, Molly and Alan from the Mammoth Club were in the lobby, and they were there Tuesday night too. And I actually said I was going to get a drink, and I studied the menu for a good 10 minutes, trying to figure out what kind of drink I was going to have. And if you watch the channel, you know I'm going to probably end up with something rum. And I did not see a rum drink on the menu. Now, don't say I didn't miss it, but I do not remember. And I looked at it. I went through it multiple times to see if I could find a rum drink, and I could not find a rum drink. I'm not a bourbon. I'm not a bourbon guy. I'll do a bourbon. I'm not a vodka guy. I'll do a margarita. But I just didn't feel like a margarita at that point in time, and I wanted a rum drink. I did not see a rum drink. Now, the pool bar was already closed. Well, I didn't have a room key, so I could not go out to the pool bar. And then on Wednesday night, the actual pool was closed the whole time because it was below 50 degrees when I was there. So I could not go into the pool. I mean, there's a lot of things over there I did not understand. Surfside's pool is in the center of the two buildings. So you've got seating all around the pool. This pool was pushed down all the way to the corner of the property, and it has the pool bar there on the other side of it and the hot tub. But the farthest seat away from the pool was probably a 8 or 9 iron into it, probably 140 to 200 yards away, which was to me is crazy. 'Cause I walked it off, paced it off to see how far it was, and it was a long ways. Like I said, it was an 8 or 9 iron into the pool. And I just do not want to sit, you get out there a little bit late or something like that, and you're going to have to sit all the way down there and walk that far to get in the pool and cool off. I would not want to do that. Because like I said, when we do the parks and we're on vacation down here, I mean, you'll see all the pool hopping videos that me and Gina do. The pool and the resort are just as important to us as the theme parks are. I mean, we spend a lot of time at the resorts. I mean, we come down here for HHN. We're here for 3 days. We're staying over here. We probably do not even go into the park that day, and we'll pool hop all day long. I mean, we might go over to the Hard Rock for a while, hang out at the Hard Rock, get something to eat, get a drink, hang out, swim around for a little bit, then hop over to Portofino. I mean, we never stay in the parks all day, hardly. I mean, we go to Epic, we will. But coming here or going to Disney, we never have. We've always been, when we come to Disney, we'd come down for 6 days or 7 days. So we would be here for so long, we didn't have to feel like we needed to stay in the theme park all day long, I guess is what I'm saying. So the pool, the amenities of the resort are very important for us. I don't think there's probably a lot of people don't even know that you can pool hop here. But you got to be on campus. You got to be on what Universal considers campus. You got to be on the west side of I-4. Wow. All right, so I'm not going to see. I always go to the left, right? I always go to the far left. Everybody's right-sided. So, but yeah, I mean, when we do that, we even at Disney, you can't. That's one thing about Disney. You can't pool hop at Disney. I mean, you can there if you're in the boardwalk area, but you can't. You can't leave. You cannot leave the Island Tower. I don't think now. I don't even think you can do the Polynesian Island Tower and
Yes.
leave there and go over to the Polynesian. You can go over and use the gym at the Polynesian because they don't have one at Island Tower, I don't think. Something like that. It was one of the two. You could go over to one, but you couldn't. That was the only thing you could go do. When we went over to Coronado Springs and was looking at how far you had to walk from the Gran Destino Tower to go to the pool, that was the first thing it did for us. It was a no. I don't want to have to walk 1,000 yards or 1,500 yards to go to the pool. I want to come down and go out the door and go to the pool.
Thank you. Here.
All right, so let the adventure begin.
Good.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the breakfast items are over there. And like I said, and I understand that I think they know that they are the only restaurant over there to eat at, and there are going to be a lot of people eating there. So I think that is the reasoning why they had big menus. They wanted to give a big variety of food and then scale it down later on once they see what sells the best. I was talking to sales rep from Toro, and he does the Disney Pixie Pass, and he's going to actually switch from Disney over to here because this pass over here is cheaper for the Florida resident. He doesn't have to worry about booking his times and all that. And he watched the Epcot video that me and Gina went done last week.
I'll see how much it costs.
And we were talking, and I told him, I said, yeah, I said, we were in line, even though, well, starting off with Gardens of the Galaxy, our return time was supposed to be, I think, 5:30. We didn't get on it until almost 8 o'clock. So we were, our number was not called until 7:30 to get on the ride. And then once we got in there, we were still in the queue for 30 minutes. So we didn't get on the ride until after 8 o'clock. But I was telling him one of the reasons why, because I was looking at it, you think about it, if you're in that queue line for 2 hours or 2.5 hours, that means that you're not out there buying something to eat, buying a snack, or buying a drink. It's not about the line being too long. They don't want you standing in that line, because if you're standing in that line, that means you are not buying something. So that's the reason why they do that with their queue line for Guardians of the Galaxy, because there is plenty of room in there to do a 2-hour queue or an hour and a half queue, and that's the biggest reasoning to me. Plus, I mean, plus to sell it. I mean, that's the biggest reason. Now, you go to Universal, there's no lines like that. Hagrid's and Velocicoaster. I mean, you just saw Rip Ride Rocket was 2 hours. But they're not trying to sell you something every time you walk around a corner, or setting it up to sell you something. But that's, he had never thought about that. But like I said, he was going to switch parks. He's actually over there today. He's at Epcot. He said if he could do an Epcot only, he would do an Epcot only pass. And I think that Pixie Pass, he could only go into parks after 4 o'clock, but he still had to make a reservation for the park. And to me, it's still yet, and it's all that is Disney is wanting to know exactly how many people they have to bring in to work that day to satisfy the crowd. That's all that is. It's not about overcrowding or anything else. That is staffing levels. They want to know exactly how many people they have to bring in to staff. And I understand that. I mean, it'd be like me bringing in 8 guys to put 2 mowers out to mow greens that day. I'm not going to bring in 8 guys. I only played 30 golfers today. I'm only going to play 30 tomorrow. I'm not going to go mow greens or cut cups both days in this type of weather we're having here right now. I'm not going to do it. So Spider-Man is a 30-minute wait. So your wait times over here actually might be lower if you come into the parks tomorrow. So your wait times over here at Islands of Adventure might be a little bit longer, because, like I said, you're going to have all those kids that are, I think they only have that one park pass. They only have studios. So they will not be in this park over here. So the wait times over here, I didn't see not seeing any wait times on Hagrid's or Velocicoaster yet. The Spider-Man's a 30. I would say probably Hulk's probably 20 right now. We'll see if we can see it in there somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, they are easy to mess up. They're easy to, the best way I found to do them so far has been in the air fryer, now that I've gotten one. Or now that I had one. Air fryer is a miracle. Even though I don't have one now. I simplify my cooking as much as I can. It's just me. Black pepper and salt go a long way. I mean, I was still eating on it last night when I got back, because I was, after that street corn, I was still hungry. So when I got back to the RV last night, I had the last of it, which was, I cooked 2.5 pounds of hamburger meat, a pound of bacon with a dozen eggs, and put all that together, and I ate on that. That fed me for, I guess 3 days. I knew I'd be eating out a lot, so I wanted to stay a little bit on the cheaper. I didn't want to buy the ribeye, but I wanted that bacon fat. But I just could not get the, I need to cook my bacon first, then my hamburger meat, and then my eggs, and put all of it together. I don't need to try to cook it all. I put everything together a little bit too quickly. I like my bacon crisp, like potato chips. I can sit and eat bacon like potato chips, and I do a lot. All right, so there goes the flyer. Don't see any kids on it yet. Didn't see nobody on it. Let's see if there's that. Oh, there's another one. So they've got 2 flyers going now. But I didn't see any kids on it. I have to go up here and see if it's actually open or are they testing right now. They still might be very surprised if they were still testing. The couch in the room at Stella Nova, the little bench. No, you couldn't. You couldn't sleep on that. It's too rounded to be falling. You was either going back into the back of the couch, or you're going to go off the front. And it wasn't wide enough, really. Nowhere near wide enough. I mean, a small child might be able to sleep on it. But if I had a small child, I was going to put on that. I think I'd just go ahead and get the cot and bring the cot in the room. There was enough room in there for a cot, so you could sleep 5 in there and not be on that bench. No kids on that flyer. Kong is a 35-minute wait.
How was it?
It's definitely staying lighter longer. I hadn't really paid that much attention to it until just now. I think they have a effluent water line leak right here. So we're going to walk into Camp Jurassic here and see if they are in the testing mode or if they just know kids in there wanting to ride it. I would say they're, and nobody on that one either. That's 4 that's went by since we've been walking up through here at 2.5 minutes probably. So I would say they're probably still testing right now. But we'll find out. All right, so they still testing right now. They're still testing. Still testing. So they've got, look like they got at least 2 flyers up and running right now, maybe 3.
We got 3 right now.
3. See how what?
It's our first day with 3, so it's very exciting.
Okay, so they getting
One
close.
for a while.
They were going to open up, I think Tuesday before last week. I think is when they were going to open up. Maybe, but we'll see here. They getting close. Pterodon Flyers is getting close to opening up, so that's cool. And she's gonna let me ride it when I'm gonna shrink down to 52 inches. I'll finally get to ride it. But yeah, if you really want to ride it, you probably can ride it if you do the Orlando Informer meetup. They do let them ride it sometimes for the Informer. So if you want to ride it, that'd be the best time to ride it if you're an adult and don't have kids. But yeah, I've always, never got to ride this. I really want to ride this one time. So next Informer, maybe, I don't know. If you want tickets to the Orlando Informer, I'll put a link in the description for tickets. If it helps the channel out, I'll make a little slight commission on it, I guess. Never made one yet. If you want to go to the Informer, I'll put that link in the description later on. I think I put it in last Friday's video. But you can buy tickets for the Informer through that link. It's a great way to see the parks. So River Adventures looks like it's getting ready to maybe get ready to open back up here. They've got the construction walls down. That's a good sign. A good sign there. I hope hopefully they have everything about open back up before Mardi Gras. February 28th, Mardi Gras. Cannot wait. Got the Raptor Encounters open tonight. Here we go. Yeah, after I rode Guardians of the Galaxy, that reinforced me wanting the ride that replaces Rip Ride Rocket to be Back to the Future and have that same type of ride vehicle. Well, it turns and does that, and going back in time, going into the future. I mean, that would be those 2 buildings. I don't know. I guess there's 2 buildings in that plan they're going to be building. Be cool. That would be definitely be cool. And I don't know what everybody think of the thumbnail tonight. I was just playing around with that Chat GPT, trying some stuff with it. Oh, it's dark up in Connecticut. Well, that's I mean, it's actually pretty light down here right now. I mean, this is I mean, the sun actually just set, what, 20 minutes ago, probably. So it's still get pretty light lit in here. You'd have no problem walking right now if they didn't have none of the external lights on. I mean, you would have no issue right now walking. It's not that dark in here.
No,
135 minutes for Velocicoaster right now. So, I mean, I don't know, there you go. They could very easily do that, shut these two rides down, and probably create more demand for them, and do that same thing that Disney does, and keep you out in the park buying something, especially right here in Hagrid's. I might have 2 butter beers in that 2 hours. If I wasn't standing in the queue line. Maybe that's what they need to do. They need to put a butter beer stand right in the middle of the queue in the bathroom. Maybe put 4 butter beer stands and put 2 bathrooms in. Might be better. But you can actually see. I mean, that's getting that ambient light from here on that sensor. There you go. I mean, it's not dark down here by no means at all right now. They didn't want to get in that woman's getting shot. They didn't want to get in it. Yeah, I went up to, when I first got to the park, City Walk, I went up to, up towards the Red Coconut Club. And it actually looked like they were starting to put Mardi Gras decorations up on the outside of it. It's pretty busy in here. But I think it's supposed to be, I think the low tonight is 35. They've got a freeze warning on tonight for Central Florida, for the Orlando area. Which is very surprising. So if Velocicoaster is 2 hours. 2 hours and 15 minutes. What is Hagrid's going to be here? 2.5? 2.5 probably. Yeah, the fish and chips here at fish and chips at these two restaurants are better than what they had over there. 150 minutes right now. 2.5 hours.
Julia.
Picture of the Hogwarts Express over here, by the way.
Yeah, if you do the Orlando Informer meetup, you don't have to deal with all this. There wouldn't be nobody. You wouldn't see, you'd be walking here, you wouldn't see nobody. Nobody in the park. The longest wait's going to be Hagrid's, and it'll be 20 to 30 minutes. Do that first, get that out of the way, and then you got the whole night to do everything else. You got they'll close down the Hulk Velocicoaster because of the noise ordinance that they're in here. Nothing going on yet at All Hallows Eve Boutique. They'll probably end up just closing that down for like 2 days and doing that overlay on it. It's always nice when you can bend over and pick up pieces of trash, and it's $2. My lucky day. Stop and pick up 2 more. I might be able to buy me a donut at 1 donut. Yeah, I think it's. I think I need to do that video for Stella Nova. I need to post that, but I need to also talk about the some of the things I didn't like. I guess pros and cons video. Because you're not going to be able to do a pro for it being cheap. Because right now it's the, I think it was the 4th or 5th most expensive resort behind your 4 signatures. And I think Aventura was actually below it also. Tell you one place is going to be busy tomorrow will be Blue Springs. It's going to be the coldest night of this spell So they'll probably, it'd probably be amazing how many manatee they'll have in there. And we'll walk this way. See better views, I think, majority of the time. There goes the Hulk. I'll go down here and watch Velocicoaster for a little bit. Good pretty clouds back behind it. Uh-oh. It broke down. Yeah, I actually went up to Blue Springs 2 weeks ago. My last Saturday. Last Saturday I had to work, and a lot of manatee in there. Shot a video, hadn't put it up. Be cool if you could see the Superman logo from over here, or Spider-Man, Superman. If you could see the Spider-Man logo, it would make for a better shot. See the Daily Planet, but you can't see it. I've never noticed if you can see it from the trolley. If you're up high enough to look down on it. Dun, dun. Well, Green Eggs and Ham's pretty busy right now.
Okay, you see me now?
I see you right there. and seen Velocicoaster go by. Ah, there it goes. I say that and there it goes. $13 for a low up there. Oh my. No, I have never done the VIP tour. Yeah, it will probably definitely go up. Well, you'll have three different parks open at that time over there, or three different resorts open. Helios opens, what, the 22nd, the day the park opens. Terra Luna opens up in March, I believe. We'll get a room over. We'll try that one out too. I think I actually did a better live tour than I did an actual video of it. I was happier. I think I'm happier doing it that way than I am shooting a video. Get that little bit more interaction.
Attention, please. Ride vehicles will begin immediately. Remain clear of the right path. Once again, ride vehicles will begin moving immediately. Please remain clear of the right path.
Definitely going to have to switch my shoes up. Feet are killing me right now. My feet are stopping me. I think that sunset's actually better now than it was earlier. I like the way that looks. All right, Hulk, time for you to come out. Come on out there, mean and green one. Alright, so let's go over to the preview center. See what's going on. See if they've brought any of that new merchandise out yet that they have over at Stella. The only place you can get it at Stella Nova. Alright, so when this blue blaze is hot, how many people actually go cut through here and steal a little bit of this air conditioning on the way out? I know I do. Yeah, the little baby Niffler.
That just made me dizzy and
Cut it, cut it up in,
Right.
like a pie.
Yeah, you talking about Terra Luna, Ralph? Terra Luna was supposed to open up earlier. It was only like a month behind Stella Nova, and then they moved it back. And I think Stella Nova is actually going to be more popular because I don't think you can actually walk to Epic Universe from Terra Luna because you got to go across the road. I'm not saying that people aren't going to run across the road to get to the sidewalk, but I do not think there will be a walking path all the way to Epic Universe from Stella Nova, or from Terra Luna. I'm sorry. But it looked like maybe a 5 to 10 minute walk from. It's pretty much a straight shot. You go out and make a 90-degree turn, and it's a straight shot into the park. Now, once you get to the road, I don't know if it's going to be straight across or if there'll be a. Did not see any type of way to get up and go across the main road. I'm sure there is because they do advertise it as a walking path over from Stella Nova. Like I said, there was a lot of things I liked about the resort. I liked the room. The room was fine. I liked the design of the rooms. After that initial night, Tuesday night, everything grew on me Wednesday a lot. But I still under that impression that some of that stuff just does not look. Okay, they had cornhole. You had cornhole out on the pool deck. It was already peeling. The sticker on top of the cornhole on both of them were peeling. That just did not speak high. They just does not speak highly there of them. Yeah, we're going to stay at a night at Terra Luna, and then Helios. But I do not think. I think Helios is like Sapphire. It does not come with Express Pass, which is surprising. I don't know if they don't want to overcrowd. That could be it. They don't want to overcrowd the Express Pass lanes yet. Maybe they've got something up their sleeve that they will do later. Maybe. I don't know. But it's like Sapphire does not come with Express. Neither does Helios. But I was actually surprised at how cheap Helios was when I booked it that night. And we could only get it that one night. I think it's a holiday. I cannot remember. But I could only get it for one night. I can't remember if it was a Saturday night or a Sunday night. It might be a Saturday night. I was able to book it for one Saturday night. I can't remember. It's I'd have to look in my wallet, see when it was. So I did get a email, and I never looked at it on Epic. Something about pass holders being able to buy tickets, which to me is if they're actually advertising that to pass holders, that doesn't bode well for me. That might be a telltale sign. It did not, last time I was on there, it did not look like they were actually booking up the way I thought they would book up. But $150, $170 a pop on top of your annual pass is pretty steep. So I can understand that. I mean, I can only afford to get so many tickets. I don't see anything yet. But you can see the back of Donkey Kong here from Stella Nova. You can see the spiral, the rock formation from Stella Nova, and then you can see the castle. And I thought I saw the windmill, the burning windmill also. But I don't see any of the merchandise they actually had over there. None of the new t-shirts or anything are here. None of the new cups or mugs are here. All right, well, so make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. We'll see you on the flip side. Stay frosty. Remember, Universal's calling your name.
Scan.